Hey guys, so what I thought I would show you today is a cute and inexpensive way to make your own Christmas cards. This year, my family and I were running a little low on cash. We didn't really have the extra added expense of getting a family portrait done, but we wanted to do something that was unique that we could send out to our family and friends. So as a family, we decided to make our own Christmas cards. So we did some fingerprint Christmas cards, and I'll show you how to do those today. And we also did these marble Christmas cards, and I'll show you how to make those. They're super easy, super fun. My son had a lot of fun doing it, and now we wrote inside each one that we made it as a family, and it was unique, and it was one of a kind, just like the person we're sending it to. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, happy holidays, and I love you guys. So for the marble cards, you're going to need some shaving cream. It doesn't have to be this brand. Just make sure it's the like white foamy shaving cream and not like a gel cream. You're also going to need food coloring. And for this one, I picked red and green since we're doing Christmas cards, but you can make them however you want. You can also make birthday cards in the future. So I'll show you what else you need. So to make this easier on a toddler, what we did was I took a cookie pan and lined it with saran wrap and put the foam into the cookie pan so that we had an easier cleanup. Now for this tutorial, since I've already made the cards that I want, my son is taking a nap, I'll show you how to make one really quickly. But if you want to do it an easy way with easy cleanup, put it in a cookie pan, line it with saran wrap or aluminum foil, do it that way, and it's really easy to clean up afterwards. So you take your shaving cream and you put in just a couple of dots of the color that you want. Take a wooden skewer like this. This is the part that I let my son do, and I don't know if I can do it without holding the plate, but you're just going to kind of marbleize it. Now I have way too much for this tutorial, but just to show you what it looks like, this is a big pile of it. It's really pretty, you got it marbleized really well. And now you're gonna take your card and just place it on the top and press down really gently. So my card is on, I'm just gonna give it a press. I can move it over a little bit if I want to, make sure that it gets on the sides. You don't really have to, because when you take the excess off, it's gonna kind of pull it down. So I couldn't do it with one hand, but this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to take the excess off. So after I wipe the excess off, this is what it looks like. You're going to lay it somewhere where it can dry. Be careful with the food coloring. I laid it on our farm table because it's a pretty beat up table. It's used a lot for crafts. You're going to let it dry for about 20 minutes, and then you're just going to wipe it, the excess off with a paper towel. And when you're done, you'll have something similar to this. So this is the marbleized cards that we made. And everyone's gonna turn out different. None of them are gonna be alike. So the cards that I got came from a craft store, and they were on sale for half price. So they were originally $19.99. I've used all of the white ones to make the marble cards. So I paid $10, and there was 100 cards in here. So $10 for 100 cards, that's not bad. I also purchased these little ink pads. These were $9.99, and I used my 40% off coupon to get these, and I'll use these for other things as well. So I'm going to show you some ones that we made with our fingerprints. For the first one, what you want to do is make some lines going in a circle very loosely, just all the way around the card. I'll show you what it looks like when I finish. So this is what it looked like when I finished. And you can see I just used the pen that I'm gonna actually address the cards with. And then what I'm gonna do is take my finger and go around using the green and just put some little balls all over it. My son actually made these. I'm just showing you because he's napping right now. I'll show you what it looks like after it's done. So for this one, I made a wreath, and I just used, there were two colors of green, a dark and a lime, and then I used the red and the pink. You could go in and write Merry Christmas on the inside. You could add a bow. Because my son made these, I didn't really do anything extra to it, but you can get real fancy with them. One of the best things that I found for getting the ink off your fingers is a baby wipe. So I just keep baby wipes by me while I'm making these, or when my son and I were making them. I'll show you the next ones I did, because I went ahead and did some with the colors that were already on my fingers. So these were the same colors that we used into the wreath. And what you can do is just draw a little ornament stem on it. Like it's a bulb. And I'm just freehanding these. These aren't dry yet, so that's why I'm getting ink all over the paper, but I'm trying to save time. So, and then you could write something here. Let me show you the next one. Next one, I started out with all different colors, and then you're gonna use it to do this. Again, this one wasn't completely dry. I'm just doing it quickly for the sake of time, but I added the LOVE and then drew little black parts on them so it looks like bulbs, and then just added something kind of corny. You make our life merry and bright. Again, this one's super easy, going off of the lights theme. You can put something kind of funny at the end of it. You light up our Christmas, just using your fingerprints and then kind of drawing a sort of squiggly line and making sure that each one has a little spot here. Okay, so the next one I did is the holly berry. I used my thumbprint and my pinky. The dogs are in their kennel eating right now, so they're not gonna be happy, but you just wanna make kind of a leaf, very simply sketched out. Make sure it has a point, and you want to do that for all three, and that one's done. And then you can just very quick like that. The next one is the reindeer. So for this one, you just add little slants for eyes. You can make their antlers just kind of however. You don't have to do anything specific. They're supposed to be kind of kooky. The ones that we made with my son, we let him do his own. My wife did hers, and we put our names at the bottom. And then for this one, they all have little red noses. So you could do your family, and each person gets their own reindeer. So the next one I did is Santa's reindeer flying. What you want to make sure that you do is, I'll finish this one up, is you're going to draw legs backwards like this because they're going in this direction. You want to make sure you give them a harness, and you're going to lead from this harness 1, 2 to that area. This one will have a red nose. So you want to make sure they have a tail, an eye, and an ear. These have antlers. Those all have little brown or black noses. And then you want to make sure that that one has a red nose. So that's your Santa's reindeer. Next one is the wise men. I really like this one. It was one of my favorite ones to do. We did gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So the way you start this one off is you make a wide band at the top. And then what you want to do is come down like such. You're going to do feet out like such. You're going to draw his robe. And then you're going to make something in the middle. Doesn't really matter. As long as you start here and then bring their arms around to touch it. All of them can have different beards. This one's gonna have a curly beard. And his crown is going to look like this. And that's the three wise men. The next one was also one of my favorite ones to do because it was significant to me as a Christian. So this one is a manger scene. You have the baby Jesus, and you just do a simple fingerprint in yellow. You can do a cow, and this one's going to be sort of a donkey. So you're going to make really long ears like this. You're going to come down here and do eyes and nose, and then what you want to do is you want to start your feet here and here, and then just kind of go around like they're standing in hay. This one would probably look better if I had a gray, but I don't, so I use like a blue, but it's still one of my favorites. Last one is the elf card. Again, I'm doing this with just the pen that I use to write out the cards. You can do it with markers, colored pencils, whatever you want to use. But this one, when we made it as a family, we did my wife's print, mine, and then my son's, or you could do wife, child, wife, husband, child, whatever, husband, child, however you want to do it, put them all in there. You can have more than 3 elves, add as many as you want. Just make sure that everybody has like a different hat. So, because there's only 3 of us, we've got one hat going to the left, one hat going to the right. Kind of give them all different expressions. I'm doing this one really quickly because I don't need any more cards. I'm just showing you guys this as a tutorial. This one, you're gonna wanna fill in like a little bit of a, I'm not real sure what this part's called. This part, like the top. And I need to fix that one because it's not like pointy enough. You want to give them buttons and maybe a hand on a hip and a wave. And then for the elf feet, you're going to want to go up and then come back in a little bit, go out, and then kind of just real quick make it very sketched so that people know it's your print and that you made it for them, but it's still cute at the same time. So that's the last one. I hope you guys enjoyed, I can't talk. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. Thanks.